Hello, everybody. It's Mariana again. Long time no see, I know. I have said before that I wanted to make another video about our soul purpose and just adding some tools that you can use that can help you with finding more about what you really want to do in your life and if it resonates. Okay. These tools I have used, and I can say that all of them worked. They have helped me a lot. So yes, you can use them too. I will start with Myers Briggs, the 16 personalities. The theory behind it is that there are 16 personalities, that we can be any of the 16 personalities. There's a test that you can do. And it's based mostly on Carl Jung's theory about the extroverts and the introverts and the archetypes. So every personality has 4 letters. It's either extrovert or introvert. The second one is an intuitive or an observant. The third one is a feeler and a thinker. And the last one is the perceiver versus the judgmental. And each of us can be either. For example, me, I'm an ENFP, which is an extrovert, intuitive, feeler, perceiver. Basically, I'm an ambivert, like all of us are, but mostly I'm an extrovert. So each personality, for example, the ENFP, like I said, let's use it, also has some kind of function. My own personality has an extroverted intuition, an introverted feeling, an extroverted thinking, and an introverted sensing. So each of us, each personality has its own functions. Now, that type helps you find out more about who you are, and it can also help you see what it is that resonates more, even in a career or something that you want to do, something you love doing in general. For example, the intuitive feelers love more the abstract and something that has to do more with people and psychology of people and sociology and expressing feelings and stuff like that. That's just an example. So yes, it adds a lot. It's called the Myers Briggs test, 16 personalities. It helps a lot. Okay, I will put all the links below. No, don't worry about that. I will also put the tests that you can use. I will put everything. The second one that you can use is numerology. Numerology, of course, is based on numbers. There are plenty of numbers that you can find. Your soul urge number, that is mostly found by adding the vowels of your birth number, which is the name that you have been baptized with, not the name that they call you. For example, me, they call me Mariana, but Mariana Peraki, which is the last name. But my baptized one is another one. So you use your baptized name, your birth name. And you can find your soul urge, what you want, which is based on the vowels. Then you can find your personality number, which is based on your consonants. And then you have, adding those two numbers, your soul urge and your personality, you have the expression number, which is mostly your talents. But what for me, there's, another thing. There's also the life path number that is derived from adding the numbers from your birth date. For example, if someone is born on the 8th of December in 1970, they will add all those numbers, 8 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 0. And then you have your life path number. That is the path that you take in life, and you become this number. For example, someone with a life path 1, they learn to become more independent. They learn to use their creative skills more. They're a good communicator. They learn to also can be innovative. But for me, according to numerology, the most important number that I have found out that helps a lot with finding out about who you really are and what you really want to do in your life is the maturity number. Now, this number, you add the expression number, like I said, it's your talents, plus the life path number. For example, someone can have an expression number 5, which is very versatile, and they're very adventurous, they love change, they love experiences. You add, let's say, life path 1, which is the path that you take, which is becoming more innovative and creative and independent. And 5 plus 1 is 6. And maturity number 6 is the number that is mostly the number that wants to offer the world, the number that loves family, that wants family in their life, that love art a lot, that they can express themselves through art, through service to other people, and also healers. By the way, that's my number. Okay, so yeah, with me it resonated a lot. But I found out, they say in numerology that usually the maturity number is the number that usually starts close to your 40s, and you start finding out about what it's that you really want. And I can say that that is not something weird, because mostly what happens is that we are born, and then we are kids. We really have an image about what we really want to do in our lives, but then we grow up and there are many things coming in the way, like thinking like, what is that I must do, what is that I really want to do that also pays, and that also I don't know, can help me I don't know, live a good life. Or obligations, and there are many things coming in the way, and somehow maybe we forget about that. So when we go through this journey, then usually, but for me it's not necessarily in your 40s, it can be your 30s, it can be any time, but it's called maturity, because you start realizing more what it is that you really want, what it is, who you really are. So yeah, I agree with that. It resonated with me again. It can help you too. Now, another thing that can help you through is also astrology. Now, in astrology, there are 2 things that can help you with finding out more of who you are and what you want. And that's by making your own chart, your own astrological chart. Now, when you do that, there's one thing that can help you, which is called the North Node. Now, the North Node is usually the path that we take, is who we become. And again, like in numerology, this starts later in life, because it's a really challenging path, because it comes again with fears that we have to face, with traumas that we have to heal. It's very challenging, the North Node. Now, the North Node is usually in first a sign. There are plenty of signs: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, blah, 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 blah. And the second one in a house. First house, second house, third house. You can see all of it. Like I said, in the links that I will put below, you will learn more about it if you just search. But it does resonate a lot. For example, my North Node, my own generation, because it's a whole generation that has it, is in Leo. That has to do with your presence. That has to do with being more confident, maybe a leader, stand out of the crowd, and do your own thing, be more playful, expressive, artistic, believing more in yourself, not paying so much attention to voices outside, let's say, that does. And it's also in the 8th house with me. It's like, it's the house of transformation. I know something about it. It's the house of spirituality also, and for example, healers, and expressing yourself more like with emotions and stuff. So with me, it did resonate a lot. So that's the first thing. Your North Node, finding the sign and the house. Now, the second thing in astrology that can help you a lot with finding more about who you are and what you want is a point in the chart that's called the midheaven, medium coeli, in other words. This is supposedly to be your vocation. Now, again, there you can find the MC, as it's called, the midheaven MC, can be in a sign. First, you find the sign, and each sign has a ruler. For example, if your MC is in Cancer, the ruler is the moon. If your MC is in Libra, the ruler is Venus. And then, by finding the ruler, the second step is finding where the ruler is. For example, let's use again the MC in Cancer, the ruler is the moon. And then you find in your chart, because it's a whole chart, where your moon lies. The moon lies first in a sign again, and secondly in a house. With me, for example, my MC in Libra, which works a lot, trust me, because it has to do with art. And the ruler was Venus. With me, it's in Virgo, which has to do with serving other people and helping them. Plus the 9th house, which is the house of spirituality, expansion, writing, and traveling. And I love all of them. So, again, it works. It resonates. Now, let's leave astrology and go to the fourth one that I wanted to say, which is the human design. Now, the human design looks a bit like astrology, but it's not. Again, in the sense that you use, again, your date of birth. Oh, I forgot to say that in astrology you also use your hour and minutes of birth, if you know that. But it's okay, if you don't know that, then just drop it. With the human design, again, you use the same thing. Date of birth, hour of birth, and then you have, again, a chart, but it's a totally different thing that has some characteristics. For example, one characteristic is whether you are a manifestor or a generator or a projector. That says a lot about your energy and how you interact with other people also. And there are other details as well. I don't remember right now. I remember right now. For example, mine, I'm a generator. I feel like it's a battery or something that is funny, but anyway. And the second thing, for example, is that I am a 2/4 hermit opportunist, which is basically a person that is very contradictory, which does not, it hasn't surprised me at all, because I have as an ambivert, I have a need to meet other people, to be with them, but at the same time, I have another need to be on my own a lot. So these things you can find in the human design, and other details as well, that can help you with who you are and what you want, how you function. Anyway, all these tools, like I said, numerology, astrology, human design, and the Myers Briggs test, 16 personalities, can help a lot. It can give you some things, like you can read and say that, that works for me, that doesn't work for me, that resonates, that doesn't resonate. You can find it on your own. And having said that, at the end of the day, guys, even if none of it resonates, the most important thing, like I've said in my previous video, is to trust your own intuition and find out what it is that you want by thinking that usually our soul purpose, something that we really want, it comes from the heart, and it's something that we want to offer the world. It's not just something that we do it for our own pleasure. It's something that we love doing, but we also want to offer it to the world. That's the main purpose. And it's usually also something that we used to love doing as a kid. So yes, that's very important to know. That's it, guys. Okay. See you. Bye.